Am I the a-hole for refusing to change my unborn daughter's name? For context, my brother 34M and his girlfriend 28F have been together for 8 months, and my brother has admitted it's already getting a bit rocky and he's debating leaving her. After a few months of trying, 27F and my husband 28M are pregnant with our first baby. I am 20 weeks along and have been very unsure about a name for our baby girl until 2 weeks ago. At first, we were hesitant about being public about the name as I know disagreements can occur. I won't lie, it's a pretty basic name, but it's his late grandmother's name and a name I had always liked, so we went with it. Just a bit more context, my husband lost his mum at 8 years old and his father was never really present, so his grandmother became his caregiver and a massive part in his life. We started dating at 14 and 15, and from the start I was open about my home life not being the best, and she welcomed me in her home whenever I needed. She was also a massive part in my life and helped me get through my parents now on better terms, and so we always had a good relationship, so this wasn't just a name I was going with for my husband. We both loved the idea of our baby girl to take the name of her great-grandmother and to wear it in honor of her. After we announced the name, my brother's girlfriend flipped. She stated that was her late daughter's name from a different man, not my brother, so I had no idea that was her name. My brother just informed us her daughter had passed last year and to be careful on those sorts of topics around her, but the name was never brought up. She immediately demanded we change the name and said the baby wouldn't care. I explained it was also in honor of my husband's late grandmother and it had real meaning to us and we didn't want to change it, but she insisted she couldn't hear her daughter's name, especially not on another child. I understand it must be so hard, but the name has meaning to us, and if I'm being honest, if she was genuinely a part of my family, I may have considered, but my brother wasn't sure if they were forever. I offered for them to come up with a nickname we use around her if she desperately didn't want to hear the name, but she refused and said she doesn't care about whose grandmother is dead. She had it coming, but her daughter still had her whole life ahead of her and called me an inconsiderate cow. My brother broke up with her on the spot, and now all my friends are saying I took it too far, but I really don't see how. So am I the a-hole?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole. I get why she is upset, but she can't demand that of you. If you're not even close enough to her to know the name of her late daughter, then that's far enough of a separation that she can't tell you what to do. It would be a different story if her daughter's name was a unique name and that you only decided on it after hearing it from her. But that's completely not the case here.
Not the a-hole. I lost my first child when she was 7 months old. I was sensitive about family using her name, but never demanded anything. Nobody owns a name. I have a cousin that gave her daughter as a middle name and asked me. Of course, I gave my blessing. You didn't know her daughter. Y'all aren't family. I personally don't think you did anything wrong.